My main focus was Lucha style. Who could teach me Lucha style? Montequilla is the reason why I chose House of Glory. I got an X's for Eyes to represent the Latinx community as well. I don't want people to forget that I am Puerto Rican. I am currently the king of cruiserweights, and whoever wants it, just let me know. I don't shy away from any fight.
Do you think in wrestling, being labeled as a cruiserweight brings certain limitations?
One person that I always idolized was Rey Mysterio.
How did you get the name Tiny Giant?
I may be small, but I want to also be a giant.
Was there any hesitation in joining wrestling because of your size?
I was like, wow. I never thought, like, in my head, I was like, yo, my body really wants to quit right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, but we're not going to. Just the thought of quitting makes me mad. Definitely, I want to be the best cruiserweight right now, but my end goal is to be a heavyweight champ one day.
Ringville episode, Tiny Giant. Yo, what's up everyone? How you doing? My name is Kevin Herrera Sanchez, KHS, and welcome to another episode of Ringville. Today, I have the absolute pleasure of sitting down with somebody who's wrestled for LPW, World Wrestling Extreme, Shadow Wrestling Alliance, Pro Wrestling Magic, and House of Glory. He is the current World Wrestling Extreme Cruiserweight World Champion, Tiny Giant. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good too, man. Yo, thank you very much for taking the time, sitting down with me.
Yeah, thank you for letting me be here.
Nah, for sure. It's like, you're someone who's like, every time I go watch a show, or just even like I'm catching up on shows online, your matches are always standing out.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
One of the first things I kind of wanted you to talk to you about in terms of just like who you are, where you come from, is your mask is very much inspired from where you're from. Mm-hmm. You're always rocking either this one, which is the blue and red one, right? Or the red and bluish one, or with some white, right?
Yeah. Which
is coming from more of like your Puerto Rican heritage, your Puerto Rican roots. How important is that for you to represent in wrestling?
Like for me, it's extremely important because like growing up, not a lot of people know like, oh, he's Puerto Rican. They would assume like, maybe I'm Dominican, maybe I'm this, I'm that. I'm like, well, I'm mixed. That's one. I'm like Puerto Rican, African-American, and I don't want people to forget that I am Puerto Rican. I want to show my culture, especially when it comes to the Taino culture, something that I really hold near and dear to my heart, learning about it, studying it, having family talk to me about it. It's like, I want to show that part of it.
Did you always know you were going to incorporate that into your designs?
At first, no.
Really?
All I knew was I wanted my hair out and I wanted to be able to breathe. That's it.
Okay. Why the hair out?
Well, because I have long hair. I'm not cutting it. You would never make me cut it. I would rather lose my mask than cut it.
Really?
Let's not do that though.
Yeah, there you go.
We're not going to do that. But it's just, I just knew I wanted my hair out because it was always going to show like how much my growth comes as well. Okay. Because I don't feel like I'm going to cut it at all. Yeah. Not for anything.
There you go. We're going to hold him.
Yeah.
We're going to hold him to this.
Yeah, exactly.
If you ever cut your hair, I'm going to be in the DMs like, yo. And other people too.
They are. It's gonna be a sad day.
So we were talking off camera and you were telling me how you designed the mask yourself.
Yes.
Like you're a graphic designer. What was it when it came to like designing the patterns or just like the actual layout of your mask? So
basically when I was doing my research on the Taino culture, I realized like a lot of, when they do the face paint, they always had a line going across from their nose and a triangle from the top of their head. So I knew I wanted to incorporate that into the mask, as well as like, of course, the iconic Koki over here. Like I always got to put that somewhere, you know, we got to have that somewhere.
And what is that exactly?
Like, you know, it's the frog that's in Puerto Rico, basically. Like, you know, it's all over. They never shut up at night, but like, we love it. It's represent us. Yeah. And as well as I have the little Taino sun in the back.
Got you.
You know, because I'm always full of sunshine. I'm always bright every day. And then, of course, I got the X's for Eyes to represent the Latinx community as well. Because, you know, I support everybody. Everyone needs love at the end of the day.
100%. Love is a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is.
You incorporate that into your look. Is there anything in terms of just like how you like identify where it's like you get to show that within your appearance, but there's also you trying to show that within your matches?
Like basically I try to like speak to my people, you know, try to say some Spanish words like "huepa," you know, or "que lo que," you know, depending on how I'm feeling it, as well as like, you know, coming out with my flag as well, you know, showing everyone like, hey, I'm here, you know, I'm Puerto Rican and I'm happy to be here.
You started training in 2023.
Yes.
And you went to what a lot of people tend to do, you went to House of Glory.
Yes.
It's like the best school out here in New York. It's one of the biggest indies in the world.
Yes.
It's like, did you know you were going to go there from the jump?
To be honest, no. When I was doing research on my schools, I was just like, my main focus was Lucha style. Who could teach me Lucha style? And when I looked through the school of House of Glory, I was like, oh, the head trainer was Amazing Red. I'm like, okay. I didn't know too much about Amazing Red. Like, I heard about him, but I never really watched any of his matches. So when I started watching him, I'm like, wow, like he's really good. Yeah. Which also opened the door to me watching more House of Glory. And once I saw a match with Montekia, I was like, this is my school. Like, for real, Montekia is the reason why I chose House of Glory. If it wasn't for him being there, showing off his lucha style and everything, and the story of how he got that Cruiserweight title, I don't think I ever would have picked that school.
That's crazy. That's super fire. And it's like, he's still very much in those locker rooms. And
Yes,
it's like,
he is.
he's like, I'm pretty sure he's there training every now and then. Like, so it's like, does he know that?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I told him once I got to meet him, I had to let him know. I'm like, you're the reason why I'm here. Like, if it wasn't for you, Tiny Giant wouldn't even exist.
Do you then like now kind of pick his brain whenever it comes to like your ring style?
Like, once in a while, I ask him, like, hey, how do you do like a good flip or like anything like that when you're in the moment? Just like, don't think, just do.
Just do.
Just do.
Just do. All right, so you find House of Glory, you sign up, you're there. It's like, how do you then groove into it when it comes to training? Whereas like, do you find it difficult? Is it easier to pick up certain things?
For me, it was like, luckily for me, I had like a martial art background as well as like I used to break dance as well.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, so it was like, okay, so when it came to going through the roles and learning the steps of like how to chain and everything, I was like, it was quite smooth for me. It was like, once I got in the ring, that's where it was like, okay, everything was like, okay, I got to start picking people's brains, figuring out how to do things, like hitting the ropes, taking a bump, like being able to not be afraid of taking hits. It was just like, okay, we're going to do this and we're going to try to do our best. But it was nerve-wracking. Every time I stepped foot in there, I was nervous. But like, I was also excited at the same time, showing like, it felt to me like I knew I care about this. Because if I didn't care, I wouldn't be nervous.
How do you get over that fear of like getting hit?
You just keep getting hit. You just keep getting hit. You gotta learn how to take them. Like, for someone like me, I know I'm gonna go against like really giant-sized wrestlers where like I'm gonna get beat up a lot, but I need to have that endurance. I need to fight back to prove like why I belong into this wrestling business. Like, I may be small, but I want to also be a giant. I want to show people that I'm a giant.
And that's where Tiny Giant comes from.
Exactly.
Yeah. Is there certain things you work on, such as like maybe endurance, or like finding different ways to take a bump that many people have seen to where it's like to stand out?
Like, for me, it's more of like, you got to keep training. To have more endurance, you have to keep training. If you train like as much as possible, you could literally be able to endure a lot more. As well as like taking certain bumps, it's never gonna be easy taking those bumps, no matter what. I've been brainbusted like 5 different times, and I'm like, every time it still feels the same. It just hurts.
It just hurts. Some of them just suck.
It just sucks, but it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna give up.
Yeah.
And that's how I am. I don't like quitting. Just the thought of quitting makes me mad.
You start fighting.
Yes, it sucks me. Like,
when talking about more of your size and calling yourself the Tiny Giant, was there any hesitation in joining wrestling because of your size?
Well, yeah, when I was first like thinking about this, like, should I do wrestling? It's like, man, I am very small. I'm like, how will I stick out? We got people like Keith Lee, who's a really big guy who could do flips and stuff. We got people like Jody Ora, shout out Jody Ora, who could literally move like no other person. It's just like, man, how can I stand out as someone as small as I am? And that's the point of like, the reason why I built up as much muscles as I can. Is so like, okay, I may be little, but I could probably get someone maybe 300 pounds into a body slam or a Michinoku driver. It will shock everybody, but it'll be showing my endurance, showing my giant strength, basically.
No, for sure. And that's one of the things that actually stands out, where it's like people see you in the ring and it's like, oh, okay, he's going to be quick, right? He's going to be able to do flips and everything. But one of the things that especially caught me off guard was your strength. You're a really strong wrestler. I've seen you pick up people twice, maybe even 3 times your size.
Yeah.
It's like you've worked on that purposely.
That's the whole point. hurts my back sometimes, but you know.
They don't gotta worry about that. They don't.
Hey, I'm just being honest. It hurts a little bit to pick them up, but I managed to get there, you know.
Right. Do you think in wrestling, being labeled as a cruiserweight brings certain limitations?
I don't think so, personally, because maybe I might be stuck in the cruiserweight division, junior division, wherever I'm at. But like, it doesn't make it limited for me, because I know my goal. Yeah, I'm in cruiserweight, but I want to get higher. I want to be into the heavyweights. Like, one person that I always idolized was Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
And he was someone who always started at the cruiserweights. People was like, oh, he's the smallest wrestler. He'll never be like a heavyweight champ. And he managed to make that possible.
Right.
And that's like something that I want to do one day. I want people to look at me and be like, man, you know, he might not make it that far, but I want to be a heavyweight champ one day. I may be a cruiserweight right now. I'm going to be the best cruiserweight in New York. You can quote me on that for sure.
They're going to timestamp this.
Yeah, they're gonna, yeah, for real. But yeah, definitely I want to be the best cruiserweight right now, but my end goal is to be a heavyweight champ one day. And that is where I really will feel like a giant.
How did you get the name Tiny Giant?
Like, to be honest, it was like probably like my first week of HOG.
Okay.
And we was having a promo class. Everyone had to get up, do a promo. I didn't know what I wanted to be. I didn't know what I wanted to do just yet. I was like, oh, I'm just going to be a high flyer, whatever. So I was told to do a promo, introduce yourself. I'm like, okay. I'm naming a bunch of people that I idolize that does high flying and everything. But I'm like, but the Tiny Giant is going to outweigh them all. And the first thing coming to my mind was, oh, I just mentioned my height. I did not want that. I didn't want people to think about my height at all, to be honest. I want people to think outside of that. But everyone was telling me, yo, that's a really good name. That's a really good name. You should keep it. So I was like, at first I was just like, all right, fine. I'll just keep it. Like, I was reluctant with it. But as time went on, I'm like, I kind of love this name.
Right.
Like, even though it's like an oxymoron, basically. But it's like, it's really how I am. I'm a small guy. I'm a little bulky, and that's where
little. Oh,
yeah, just a little. But like, hey, it's just like that's how I am. Everyone's gonna be seeing my height first before they see my muscles. That's a fact.
It's just one of those things where it's like, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna let it kind of deter you from what you want.
It definitely won't. Like, as you can see, it didn't deter me.
OD.
Managed to become a cruiserweight champ.
Hell yeah. And actually, let's get into that. 'Cause this is a World Wrestling Extreme Cruiserweight World Champion.
Yes.
And how did that feel for you, winning the title?
It felt great. Like, this is like the first championship I ever went after, and the first championship I ever won. And it was like going against like someone like James Carter. Man, he's kind of a, excuse my language, but he's kind of a dick. But basically going against someone like him, being able to like show, like, even though he's been like the longest reigning champ, I managed to beat him. And I managed to prove that, like, okay, I am a cruiserweight. I am currently the king of cruiserweights when it comes to WWX. And this is my evidence right here. And whoever wants it, just let me know. I don't shy away from any fight.
The king of cruiserweights is fire. That's a bar. That's a bar.
Yeah.
So, like, how did you then, like, start preparing for that match in terms of just, like, maybe, like, mindset? Because he was the longest reigning cruiserweight champion, right? So it's like, you know, it's like they put him up against a bunch of people. He beat them. Yeah. It's like, does anything have to change for you mentally?
For me, it's more of like, I like to have fun when it comes to my wrestling. I like to, you know, play around with the fans and everything like that. When it came to like going after this title, I had to turn that off. I had to get serious. I had to literally like, okay, let's throw away all the fun. Let's go at it. Right. That was the whole match. It was just us back and forth every time.
Because you actually had, I believe, 2 opportunities.
Yes.
And the first time, it didn't go your way.
Yeah, he low blowed me. He hit my tiny nards. It was not fair at all. Yeah. So like, I won, but I didn't win the title. Right. And I was like, when I saw that, I was upset. 'Cause I was this close. I was like, I knew I had the opportunity. I knew I could beat him. So like, when they did the rematch, it was like no disqualification. I'm like, okay. Not only that, I'm going to show him, like, I don't need a weapon. I don't need to use anything crazy.
Do you think that would be limiting for you before?
Before? To be honest, a little bit. Like, it would have been. But, like, I felt like I had him. Yeah. Like, if I knew I could beat him the first time, I was like, what do I need to change this time? All I had to do was just be more fierce.
In 2024, it was a group of LPW wrestlers who went out and trained at the New Japan Dojo.
Yes.
And you were one of them. What was that experience like for you?
It was different. Like, just the workouts.
Really?
Yeah. So like basically me and a couple others, like we started out like me, 5-star, Onyx Amagi, Tommy Hartfelt, Jacob Judge. We started in the beginner's class. Yeah. But like since we've been training at HOG for basically a year plus for some of us, it was like, okay, some of the roles they showed us was like easy. Some of the technique we already knew. So they bumped us up to the advanced class. That's when I saw the change completely. First day we were there, we walked around the ring. It's like, okay, 500 squats. We did 500 squats.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like for anime heads, that's like some One Punch Man type of...
Basically, and that was even the end of it. After that, we walked around to shake our legs off. We did 100 lion push-ups. And I was like, wow. I never thought, like, in my head, I was like, yo, my body really wants to quit right now. Yeah. And I was like, but we're not going to. Like, I came here to learn. I came here to get better. And that's exactly what it did for me. And like, now I still do those squats. I still do those push-ups. It's like, now it's just second nature. Exactly. Like, it gets muscle over here. But like, it was like a different experience showing us like how to hit hard, how to like be able to have that endurance, have that fire, get that voice out there, let people know like this is about to be it. No matter like even if you lose, you show that you have what it takes to go head to head with whatever person that's across that ring from you.
What are some of the things you picked up from during that course of training in the New Japan Dojo?
Definitely technique.
Technique?
Yeah, like groundwork, being able to like work a body part. But my personal favorite thing was definitely the strikes.
The strikes.
I love the strikes. Like I love like giving someone a good forearm, roundhouse, a kick. Okay. It's just like feeling like that little every time. It just feels amazing. Like now I know like why Misawa hit the way he hit. It's just every time.
He would just like straight just hit him.
Exactly.
Just hit him.
And then when you can't flip, you just hit.
Did you have to like shift something mentally in terms of just like kind of the American way of wrestling to learning some of the Japanese style of wrestling?
Yeah, I had to like shift the way we roll. So like usually with the rolls, like they like to slap out when they roll. That's one thing I found very interesting. As well as like focusing on the match instead of the crowd. That's one thing they were really big on. It's like you gotta focus on the match because at the end of the day, this is a fight. You don't have to worry about the crowd cheering you, booing you. It's a fight. You're here to beat someone and either take their title or just take the win, whatever.
Right. And then that's interesting because you said you like to have fun in your wrestling matches.
Exactly.
And you like to interact with the crowd. Was there a little bit of like inner battle when it came to that?
Sometimes it was because I would be like, yeah, come on, let's go. Que lo que? And then I'm just like, they're like, no, you can't do that. You got to focus on the match. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. It's like being able to adjust. So like if in case I ever go to New Japan, I know what to do. Right. If I'm over here, I know what to do. It's like being able to adapt to your environment.
Absolutely. And it's like you call yourself the king of the cruiserweights. Here, it's like over there they have one of like the most prestigious tournaments.
Yes, the best of the Super Juniors.
Like I'm pretty sure like is that one of your goals of your career?
Oh, definitely. I want to participate. Of course, I want to win it, but just to be able to have the honor to participate would be good for me. Yeah. But I'm gonna win that. If they put me in there, I'm gonna win that. Quote me on that. Quote me on that.
Who were some of your like inspirations? You mentioned Rey Mysterio. You didn't know much about rep, but then when you started watching his matches, you were like, oh, hold up, this dude influenced all of wrestling.
Yes, he did.
So like, who are some other inspirations for you?
Oh, definitely Jack Evans is another person that influenced me, especially in Lucha Underground. Like, he was amazing. He was the best, like, talker there. Even though he would get beat up during the match, I was like, oh, I like watching him for some reason. Another person, definitely Yoshihiro Tajiri.
Okay. Love
watching his kicks every time. Like when he did the buzzsaw kick, I would practice it on my sister sometimes. Just be like, yo, let me get this kick real quick. Yeah. It was like one of my favorite moves, for real. Yeah.
Is there any wrestlers that maybe you studied more for their interactions with the crowds?
To be honest, that would be La Paca. Yeah, the way he would always dance, the way he would move around, and like It was just the way he just interacted, and the crowd always loved him every time. He was funny. He knew how to be serious at times.
Yeah.
He had that perfect balance when it came to like performing.
Hearing you talk and just like hearing you break down of like what was it like there, it seems like you very much are now, you learn like there's different fundamentals, ideologies in wrestling.
Yes.
There's people who just focus on the match, which is like, I don't think there's anything wrong or right with either or. It's just kind of using something from each situation to know what works best.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, that must be a beautiful skill to have.
It is. Like just to know, like, okay, I'm in front of an American crowd. Let me try to have fun with them. Maybe hug a few kids, high five some people. In Japan, it's like, okay, we're focused. We're gonna be here. Maybe we'll get an interaction here or there, you know, with the little class or whatever. But other than that, we're not gonna talk to them. We're not gonna like focus on them the whole match. Let's just focus on each other.
Would you then want to compete in Mexico?
Oh, that's definitely a dream too. Like I want to compete everywhere, but Mexico is definitely a goal for me as well. Like that was like the first thought once I started this. Like I gotta go to Mexico and compete because the way they move, the way they run, everything. The cardio these luchadors have is amazing.
Great.
It's amazing. Like you could be 30 minutes in the match, for some reason they're still able to do a perfect moonsault to the outside and land on their feet.
Right.
Like sometimes I'd be like halfway through, I'm like, okay, we're almost there. But like now it's just different for me. I just love the endurance that I have now is just way different from what I used to. Like starting, I would get blown up so easily. Now it's like I can last even longer.
Onyx was on the show as
Yes.
well, and he mentioned that Kushida was like a guest trainer on one of the days, and I believe you mentioned that he is one of your favorites.
He definitely was. Like learning like technique and like the dynamic between who's the aggressor and who's the pure baby face. He would like show us like, okay, this is how you would know. Because sometimes, you know, we're in a whole different country. We don't speak the same language. So that's where like using your body to show and tell people like, oh, yeah, I'm good guy. Versus like, oh, nah, I'm bad guy. You don't have to say like, oh, curse word here, curse word there, just so people know that you're bad. Something as simple as just being unsportsmanlike. We also had Shane Hayes and Robbie Eagles showed up too. That was also awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
What was it like learning from them?
Technique was amazing, especially from Shane Hayes. When they call him hysterical Shane Hayes, he is hysterical. He would show us like the basis of like 6-man tag matches in Japan and how they work, especially when it came to like the hot tags and everything. And one time when we was training, he literally took like a couple lines from somebody and then literally he jumped off the like apron and did like a house show dive on one of my friends. And I was like, I see why you're so funny. Like you just love this.
Yeah, that's a good time actually.
Yeah.
I can imagine that.
So learning from pretty much members of TMDK, the technique and like knowing how to like do certain like holds and everything, I was like, whoa, like Robbie Eagles showed me a pin that I can't get out of. Genuinely, I just cannot get out. And I'm not gonna tell you what it is because I might pull it out one day. I don't need people knowing.
You got to put that in the pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
That's in the pocket because I'm going to get someone really, really big, like Big Show if he comes back. I got that.
When you come back from the New Japan Dojo, how different do you feel?
I felt more confident in myself, to be honest. Like before I left, I didn't feel as confident because I was like, I'm being put in positions where it's like I don't have a moment to show people who I am, what I can do, and everything. One of the times I was over there, they showed me everything that I need to know. I started working out even more than I usually did, and then like I was like, yo, I have a good look. I feel more confident in this ring. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, let me get an opportunity to just shine. And that's all I really asked for.
Is it true that you were backstage working crew at MLW?
Yes, I was.
How did that come to be?
Literally, it was someone from WWX, Superfly Bride. He told me about it. He was like, hey, come work with me with crew. I'm like, you know what, sure. I went there. I'm like, oh, this is like really fun. It was really interesting meeting certain people, picking their brains. It was a different experience compared to like being at a HOG show or a local indie show.
Right. Shout out to Superfly Bride too.
For real.
And then so it's like, yeah, what is that like experience for you in terms of just like, because that is a company who, it's like they run very high production shows, and it's like, it looks like, oh, hold up, this can be on TV any day of the week. It's like just kind of being backstage in that vicinity for you.
It's just like seeing like the wrestlers there. It was like, wow, like seeing them just getting ready, seeing them like preparing themselves for their matches, as well as of course taking their pictures and everything. Yeah. And also like when they told me like, hey, I need you to do this for me or that for me, it's like, okay, I got you, you know?
Was there a certain different style of wrestling that you noticed when it came to like wrestling with cameras?
Definitely, it was definitely like time wise. Like I felt like, especially when it comes to certain shows that don't have cameras, I feel like that we're there for like almost all day. Yeah. Versus like shows with cameras, like, oh, this is not as long as it thinks, you know, how you feel. Yeah. It's like, it's almost like in and out. Like there's no time wasted.
Because that's another skill too, where it's like you have to hit your time.
Exactly.
And it's if you don't,
then it gets cut.
You hit it with the.
Yeah, exactly. That's like, oh crap, they might not call me back now.
Okay. Well, man, what are some of your proudest accomplishments in your career so far?
So far, being able to like wrestle former House of Glory members or current House of Glory members. Like, you know, wrestling Darren Richardson at Fuego Lucha, wrestling Smiley at Pro Wrestling Magic. It's like that to me is great. Just to know, like, even though like I'm technically like the freshman of HOG, it's like being able to wrestle my higher ups and showing that I'm almost on their level. And of course, like, you know, winning the Cruiserweight Championship as well. Like I said, whoever wants some, let me know.
The king of the Cruiserweights over here.
Cruiserweights, Tiny Giant.
There you go. Well, man, thank you very much for taking the time sitting down with me. Anything you'd like to plug to the cameras?
Anything I would say is, if you have a dream of wrestling, if you have a dream of like becoming part of this industry, definitely hit up House of Glory, hit up WWX, hit up anybody. You got to put your foot in to get somewhere big. If you hit a glass ceiling, don't be afraid to go past it. Whether it's going to a whole other state like I did or going to a whole other country. Keep pushing yourselves. You are meant for this. You are great for this. Don't think otherwise. Fire.
That's beautiful words. Well, man, thank you very much once again. All of his social medias will be in the link in the description. You can check it out. You can also check out his matches, the ones he talked about with Darren Richardson, Smiley. They will all be there, so you can find it easily. And check out Ringville episodes every Monday, every week. Until next time, everyone, we out.